So today we're going to be finishing up rating every single Battlebots team logo. And of course today we're going to be starting with Rusty. This is Team Iron Force. I really like the way that they translated Rusty's design, the bot itself, into that robot with the hammer. I think it's really cute. Honestly, I would have rated this a 9 out of 10, but because it's Rusty, I gave him one more point, and so they get a perfect score. Saw Blaze. This one's pretty self-explanatory. There's a saw on the left side, there's a blaze on the other side. It's black and green, that's their team colors. Pretty good. 7 out of 10. I could not find any logo for the Aquatic Machine Force or Sharkoprian or Sharko. I'm really not sure what it's called nowadays, but I do like the design of the bot and I do love the team itself. And so they are honorably mentioned. botsfc, FC meaning football club because they're all big football fans. And the banner is supposed to look like a football club's logo. I think they did it really well. It's pretty cool. It's got the gears and it's got a serif font. So I gave it a 9 out of 10 because it really fits their personality as a team. botsbashparty. I did not know this about the Scorpios team, but apparently they put on birthday parties for kids with a combat robots tournament or a robot thing. It's really cool. You can rent them out for like $300 something. I mean, if I were a 10-year-old, I'd love that. But I mean, this logo really isn't anything special. It's a gear with some speed lines on it. Bot.bash. That's not even a URL. So it gets a 6 out of 10 for being kind of boring. Slapbox. Team already broke. I think this is really funny. It's got a robot. It's already broke. Too bad after that fight with Tombstone, they were permanently broke. Well, I guess not permanently. They got really broke, though, by Tombstone and Huge. Like, that's super unlucky for a first-year team, not gonna lie. Okay, so in concept, I love this idea for the logo with the red and blue for Battlebots, and it's like a 3D thing. Maybe it's 3D if you've got red and blue 3D glasses. In concept, it's great, but honestly, it doesn't work well in execution. It's just kind of hard to look at, and I think just making the logo out of the colors would have been just cleaner. In this case, I do think that simpler would have been better. I couldn't find a logo for SME, but this is their Facebook cover photo. I think it's really cool because, you know, Joe Fabiani is from New York City, and I think this is one of the parts. It's like a key or something for a gear. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's very cool. I couldn't find a logo for Team Pride. The top image is the Facebook banner for Team Sporkanock. I think it's okay. The bot on the left looks pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of that blocky font. It reminds me of Roblox, and that's not a thing that I like to be reminded of. But it gets some points. Take pride no matter your utensil. I think that's funny, and I think the transgender spork could totally just be the logo in of itself. Team XD SubZero. Okay, so back when SubZero was all silver, it was called Mecha SubZero. I think this fits it a whole lot better. But now that the team has updated their robot to make it like white and blue, and they even have the updated SubZero logo, I think this one could definitely use a redesign to modernize it. Because as it stands, you can tell that this is something that they just haven't changed in a very long time. I couldn't find a logo for Team Seems Reasonable, but I just wanted to highlight this thing that I found on their Instagram. I love this. This is amazing. This gets a 10 out of 10. The Tantrum logo itself, I think, can get a 6 out of 10. It's okay. But this is amazing. Hardcore Robotics. Honestly, this is one of the best logos of the entire competition. Like, Tombstone's amazing, and this logo fits it really well. You've got the Grim Reaper on the right because that's the theming of the team. Death, because if you're matched up against this, you die. Just ask the Slapbox guys. The font is really cool. It's like a retro 50s style font, and it really reminds me of like a motorcycle. Like, that's what I'm thinking of. And HR for Hardcore Robotics, Hardcore Ray, which is definitely not a gay stripper name. So this one is great. Team Chimera for Tracer. Honestly, this is one of the most generic logos in the whole competition. It's a cool font with the team name. Not really much to say besides that. The MIT Combat Robotics Club and Uppercut. I couldn't find a logo for the club, but I think this logo is awesome. It's got the uppercut and the fist with the ring, which is actually, there's a ring on the fist weapon itself, also on the robot. I think it's really fun. It's got the team colors. It's got a whole lot of personality, kind of like the Ribot team. Team Questionable Designs and Valkyrie. I couldn't find a logo for the team, but these are a couple of the things that they are showing on their website. I know the Valkyrie team, they're a big fan of jets and stuff, and the robot itself is supposed to be modeled after like a mix between I think it was a stealth bomber and a Star Destroyer from Star Wars. And while both of those things combined make a pretty cool looking robot, neither of them translate very well to these minimalistic logos, so it gets a 4 out of 10. Team War Easy. I really love the design. It looks kind of like a wrestling belt, and it fits the robot very well. It's got the color scheme. And then there's an image on the right with "Wah Easy," because I thought that was funny, and it was way funnier in my head. It's not funny. Please don't unsubscribe. Whiplash and Team Fast Electric Robots. I couldn't find a logo for Team Fast Electric Robots, and this Whiplash logo has to be one of the most generic things I've seen. Because like Whiplash, it has a lot of personality as a robot. It's got the bright colors, the unique weapon, and I really wish that they could have done something unique with their logo as well. Witch Doctor, this one's interesting. Back in 2016, I would have given this a 10 out of 10 because this is one of the most iconic logos in the whole competition. Like, you'll see people with cardboard cutouts of it everywhere, and Witch Doctor is one of the most high-profile teams of the entire show. But Shaman's been dead since Season 2, and I don't know why they've kept it on the logo, so I took a point off for that. I don't know, is Shaman like still in the robot? It doesn't have a flamethrower anymore. I don't get it either. I don't know. If Mike or Andrea Galately, if you guys are out there, if you could explain this, that'd be pretty cool, thanks, and I might give you that 1 point back. But yeah, that's all the logos of the entire Battlebots 2020 pandemic season. A lot of cool logos. There are very few actually bad logos, and I think that next year we're going to have a really good group of bots if a lot of these teams come back, and I'm really excited to see new teams as well. So, have a good day, everyone.